Hi guys, what's up? Shane here, coming back after a bit of a hiatus from making videos. Obviously I know my channel isn't exactly very big, so I don't know if my presence was missed or not, but unfortunately life took over for 5 or 6 months. I had to get some stuff sorted out. But in that time I've managed to come across a new deck. I think you guys might have heard of it. It's called SwordSoul. And this is going to be my take on SwordSoul for the new ban list and the upcoming format. Now, I know some people might think that this might not be the most optimal version of the deck. That's fair enough, but I like it at the moment like this. I will try the other variants, like the Halki Firebrax variant that's going around, and hell, if I can get a hold of the Brave engine, I'll try that as well. But at this point in time, this is a deck that I'll be going with. I have got some regionals coming up in the next couple of months, so I'll do some regional reports. So we'll be taking this potentially. It's either this or Flew Under Ease, and I will have that Flew Under Ease profile coming up in the next couple of days as well. But for now, we'll just do the SwordSoul profile. Firstly as well, if you have clicked to open this video, thank you for opening again after, like I said, 5 to 6 months. But without any more procrastination, let's get right into the deck profile. So we start off with pretty standard free SwordSoul Moye. You know, this is your main starter, providing it doesn't get impermed or veiled or even gammered. Like I said, it pretty much gets you straight into your Ji Zhao. I just love the artwork on this card as well. It's, you know, she looks so pretty. Yes, I think she is a she. But yeah, free SwordSoul Moye, don't need to say too much about that. Currently playing as well free Long Yan, however you want to pronounce it. Card so good, let's say instant Barone or instant new synchro, only level 9 that you could ask for. Plus 1200 burn is pretty important at times, and it's very good when you're going into time. There's some good combos you can do with that, and Summit, which I'll get into hopefully a little bit later. 2 Tenyi, however you want to say it. Some people, I've heard some people play 1, some people play 3. I like 2. I said I feel it's the right ratio. You don't see it all the time. You know, if you don't open any SwordSouls or Worms in your graveyard, it's pretty dead. So this and some hand traps and blackout is, you're not really doing much apart from setting blackout on some entire. Free Ecclesia, I see this card far too much going first. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but sometimes I see multiples in my opening hand at times, which makes me sad because it's once per turn. Obviously, it is a good way if you have some other follow-up in your hand, just in case the summon gets ashed or gammered. Also going second, she's really good. It's just a free summon, good way to unbrick your hands. If you've opened Moye, you can just again summon this, pitch it off, and then get another Moye out of the deck. Yeah, good way to bait out and negate as well. Going second. Onto the Tenyi engine, playing free Ashuna. Card's so good. Like I said, this and Adhara could be full combo at times. I know it locks you out of Barone, but damn, Ashuna's a good card. I really hope this gets a holo upgrade in the OTS. I can't see why it wouldn't. All the other important ones have. But yeah, such a good card. Like I said, in fact, it can recycle if you can get your well, like I said, banish your SwordSouls. This can, if you manage to get this going with Adhara, like I said, it's just a combo to recycle is nuts. Playing 2 Adhara at the moment. I do want to bump this up to 3. I feel like sometimes I've missed the 3rd copy. But the reason I'm playing 2 at the moment is I'm playing 1 Shafana as well in the main. A lot of people forget this card has a graveyard effect as well, which can come up and surprise some people. More competent players or experienced players might be able to play around it, but it's just in there for a bit of a surprise factor. And of course you play 3 Vishuddha. I've seen some people play 2 Vishuddha, 3 Adhara, 3. You know, like I said, it's a personal preference. I like 3 Vishuddha. I like to get one in rotation as early as possible just for that bounce and the fact it's a level 7. You know, like if you get this in Adhara, it's a Ji Zhao or whatever, or Buxia, whatever you need. But yeah, all the Tenyis are really good. I love the Tenyi engine, so good, so good. That's it for the main monsters. So this is like the hand trap lineup. Oh, not yet Veiler. So play free Ash, pretty standard. He's pretty much be DP turbo for a lot of decks at the moment. At some point, if they just hard play the Fusion Destiny, obviously you can't Ash Verte, but and it's just such a versatile card. You know, you just use it at the right time, you can end a turn or just really interrupt a combo. So I think you have to play free Ash. I play 2 Veiler. I could bump this up to 3. I like 2 at the moment. Considering running the 3rd in the side. This actually does come up sometimes, with it being a level 1. I've had a couple of instances when I've been testing with my good friend Rob. We've had instances where we've opened up a Vishuda, a Veiler, and some other random cards. You know, like you know, a Blackout, Imperm, and a Tire. Just sometimes not optimal hands. Like the deck's hella consistent, but sometimes you do get some really clunky hands, and just especially in the Vishuda, normal summon in the Veiler, straight into Jijao. So the fact it's a tuner as well, it can make it a bit more actually relevant at times. So I would consider bumping up to 3, but then again, I don't want to see multiple Veilers in my hand at times. But yeah, it has multiple applications, which I really like with Veiler. And then we also play free Imperm again. Obviously, it's still up in the air what the best deck of the format's going to be at the moment, because we literally just come into this ban list. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting to see a lot of Dagda, a lot of Scythe at some point, and having this in your opening hand. That said, if they just go for the Scythe to lock you out, you've at least got this to get rid of the Griffin Rider, negate as well, and it's just, it can stop some decks in their tracks as well. Well-timed Imperm from hand. It's just a good card. I know some people had cut it, but I just like it. So I'm playing 3 Emergence, because why wouldn't you? It's Rota. Yeah, it's just, again, you know, get any SwordSoul card monster that you need to complete your combo or unbrick your hand. At the moment as well, like I said, you know, I do use this as a fishing exercise at times. Like, if I've got a good enough hand that I don't need the Emergence, I'll just lead off with the Emergence. It's kind of a bit of a mind game with your opponent, where they think, oh, you need that to go through, or you're doing that first. Some people can read it, some people can't. It can just easily suck up an Ash quite quickly. And one summit. I had cut this, and the more I think about it, the more I wonder why I had. It's just so good. If you draw this off the Moye draw, or you have this in hand, and you have, for example, Moye, Tire, Long Yun, this, and something else, you can normal summon the Moye, do your stuff, and then Long Yun away the Tire, and then bring back the Tire with Summit, and it's just, that gives you like access to a 3rd synchro. If I could play it more than one, I would, but again, with how it's set up, it's a bit tough. A couple of times, the level modulation on these cards has come up as well, jokingly. What did it come up on? It come up on, because it can, oh yeah, that's it, because it can modulate down as well. So, for example, I think one time I modulated one of the Tenyis down to level 6, and summoned Ash, or summoned something, to make it level 9, to make the Cheng Ying, and it's a bit gimmicky. It's a bit doesn't come up very often in level modulation, but it does come up. And I'm also at the moment I'm playing 2 Blackout. Again, I know this is a preference. Some people play 1. There's a reason I play a 2nd. Plus, well, you're more likely to see at least 1 copy. But I play 2. Again, it's really good. You can pop 2 cards your opponent controls. And obviously it generates a token. So I don't see why you wouldn't. Now, this is going to be a contentious one for some people, I know. At the moment, I'm trying 2 Vessel, 1 Cycle. I know some people play 3 Cycle, 2. Some people play 3 and none. Some people play 3 and 3. Again, I know it kind of reminds me of Salad, you know. It's just like a very conscientious deck, different ratios. I like this at the moment. Like, a couple of occasions when I was playing with this at 3 and this at 2. I mean, obviously, it's not too bad opening this European hand, but when you open multiple Vessel, it's just like, well, it's a hard once per turn. You can't do much more with it, apart from it maybe be a discard fodder. But the Circle, Maybe I'll bump this to 2, I don't know, because it is really good if you can sack off a token. It's also good for helping Moye to dodge any Imperm or Veiler. Like I said, the deck is consistent enough as it is. It just helps with that consistency. I might try 3-on-1 again, but I've liked 2-on-1 currently. Like I said, again, I know some people have their own opinions, but that's my opinion at the moment. And then the 1-offs, I'm playing 1 Gold Sark and 1 Pot of Desires, because Desires is at 1 and so is Gold Sark. I mean, I'm sure people will know the point of Gold Sark is to banish the extra copy of Blackout to get a token. It's just a bit of another consistency boost. And the Desires, again, it's just draw 2. A lot of people saying they did not understand the Desires limit. For me personally, it made perfect sense. If you look at a lot of the decks since its release in the Dark Illusion, a lot of the top decks that have done well over the years have had some level or inclusion of Desires in the deck. It made perfect sense. It's, don't get me wrong, it's, you banish 10, draw 2. I understand, and we'll see Sell Prosperity. I know it's from nearly a 3-set old set, but, just encourages a bit more deck building as opposed to, I'll just stick 3 Desires in. It just, kind of just shakes things up a little bit. People have to think a little bit more. I've just realised we're into 11 minutes, so I won't take up too much more time. And I'm playing 3 droplets at the moment. I've only just got these, so I'm still learning with droplet. It was 3 chalice before that, but again, a quick play quick play negate that doesn't target and they can't respond to depending on what types you send. I think it's really, really good. The fact it halves attack as well is nuts. So you can do this in damage calc as well. Just as a bit of a battle trick. Plus, it's just such a pretty card. It's such a shame it's taken me so long to get these, but I'm so happy I've got them now, and I won't look back on those. They're just such a versatile card. That's it for the main. I believe it's a 42 main. Yeah, 42 or 44, one of the two. It's a bit over 40, like I said, but this date is quite consistent. You can go a bit over. So into the extra before I end up talking on forever. So I'm sure you guys are just flicking through and just bored of my voice already, which I don't blame you. So I'm playing 3 Monk and 1 Tenyi, 1 Shaman. I know some people play 2 Monk. I had a couple of times at tournaments recently where I've really needed the 3rd Monk. Yeah, I like the 3rd Monk. Obviously, Shaman and Tenyi is situational. It does come up. Obviously, the fact that it has the effect to pop stuff when you attack with Monk, and the revival is just pretty good. I need to get a secret version of her though, unfortunately. So I'm also playing, so onto the synchros. That was all the links that we play. No Halka Fabrics here at the moment. So $2 here, where is it, sorry, and 1 Yazi. This card is so good going second, it's crazy. Just shuffling stuff away. It's not once per turn either, so if you can make multiple ones just to clear a board, it's absolute madness. And the fact that you can pop a dead card in your hand, well, I say a dead card in your hand, if you've got a dead spell or trap, you can pop it to revive something from the grave, so it helps a bit of recursiveness as well. Yours is really good going second as well if you can get into it. Just to summon something from the deck. Also, I've seen some pretty interesting plays where someone's made Barone and Yazi, and Barone pops Yazi to summon from the deck. I thought that was quite clever. Yeah, these young things are all right. They're pretty good. So we also just play some toolbox links to a bit if you like. So we play Drago Berserker and Ruddy Rose. I like Ruddy Rose. I know some people are cutting Ruddy Rose for I forget which one it is now. I like Ruddy Rose personally. I think it has the effect that it can banish everything from the graveyard is really good in some matchups. Like I said, you're going to see some Phantom Knight players running around. It will just smash any rogue deck that needs the graveyard. I personally like it. It's a personal preference. I like Ruddy Rose. I think it's not broken, but not bad enough to be ignored. Obviously Dragoite, it's just the additional spell negate, and Draco Berserker can be MVP at times just for clearing boards. Just the fact it gains attack gain when it attacks. And it's also a Dragoon negate to Dragoon out at times. If the Dragoon tries to do anything when it's on the board, it can just banish it. 2G Zhao, you know, standard. Like I said, you know, just rotor effectively. And also it can negate, you know. Keep forgetting, you can use one effect per turn. A couple of times I've tried to use both and realised that I'm stupid and can't do that. Again, experience comes with the deck. I'm also playing one Chengying, or Duke, however you want to call him. Let's call him Big Boy, that likes to banish. His attack modulation is nuts at times. In testing against my friend Dale the other day, he was playing Dark Magician. It's literally, like I said, it can't be destroyed by Dragoon because the protection effect. And it just lowers the attack of Dragoon as well. It was mad. I think he managed to get a 1 negate off on the Dragoon to make up to 4k. Went to attack, and then we both realised that there was like nearly 10 banished cards, and it just didn't matter at that point that he had the extra attack. It was, yeah, such a good card. I'm playing one of the new level 9 synchros. Sorry, the new synchro, Cheesing long one. I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't play this personally. It's the burn effect is mad, and if you manage to get this on board first and you manage to synchro summon 3 times, you get well, sorry, you don't get to draw 3 times, but you get an extra draw. So chuck that in with a Moye at some point if you manage to. It's 2 extra draws. It's just good. If you manage to long one during turn 1, which you normally should do if you're summoning this, they're going to burn for an extra 1200 on their turn. And if you manage to bring it back at any point, they're going to burn during your turn again. And but you know, it's just good. It's a good pressure tool. It's just a good card. I like it, and I think the art is just absolutely outstanding. I'm so glad they chose to make this a secret rare. I'm hoping that Chengying will get a secret rare at some point, but the art is just fantastic. It's absolute madness. And then finally, obviously, the one Barone. Or last but not least, should I say, Barone's really good. You know, Omni Negate, and it can restart your combos during the standby phase on your turn. So sorry for a bit of a long rambly vid, guys. So I've not made a video in nearly 6 months, so I'm a bit rusty as not keeping things concise. I've not really got a major extra deck decided yet. I still need to look at that, look at how the format's turning out. I've got 2 weeks till the tournament, so well, I'd say 2 weeks more. Yeah, just under 2 weeks. So I'll do a regional report based on how I did on this, good or bad. If I went X6, then I'll still report. I'll let you guys know how bad I am, or if I did well, I'll let you guys know as well. Like I said, there'll be a 400 reset profile coming up in the next couple of days as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you are subscribed and have come back after 6 months, thank you. I appreciate you. But until the next time, you stay safe out there. And I will catch you at the next video. Thank you.